Hi, I'm Bree. I have worked in HR, and recently I switched to work at an HR tech company where I'm doing software implementation.
Hey, I'm Mike, um, and I own my own software company. We recently got married in October, and then we've been together since May of 2016.
Yeah,
And we've known each other.
We've known each other since 2012.
Yeah.
That was definitely me first, and probably 2 weeks into talking in 2012. But we were long distance. I was in New York, she was in Florida, so there wasn't really a chance at the moment because we were still in high school. But I waited.
Yeah, I dated. I had a long-term boyfriend, and he was always my best friend through it all. And then whenever that ended, I was finally. This is like 4 years later. I finally gave him a chance, and we tried long distance. And it was just crazy because we actually had really not been around each other. So we built our foundation not on physical connection, physical chemistry. It was all about just being friends, having a really strong platform that way, having an emotional connection, being there for one another when things got tough. And it really did not take long. He came to see me like a month into giving it a try. He came to see me, and I think I immediately knew right then he was everything. Yeah, I mean, we had been friends for so long, and even when I was in a relationship, he was always the person that was just there for me through it all.
I was friend zoned super hard.
Yeah, I guess that's how he would describe it. But being long distance, I knew that he wasn't just telling me something so he could get whatever he wanted at the end of the night. It was just him being himself, him being genuine and caring about me, and there was nothing for him to gain at that point. I think for me, he is very just caring, someone that suffers from pretty severe anxiety, and have gone through some things. It's like I feel safe knowing, and he can really pick up on my little cues on when things just aren't exactly kosher. And he's really good about knowing what to do in that moment to kind of bring me back to a safe place.
I think some of the things she does is just a little laying next to me, leaning on me like that. That I didn't get too much of as a kid. So it makes me feel safe and happy and comfortable.
I think it would be to appreciate the good times, because not, how many years, like 6 years later, they're not all good times. There's a lot of bad times, and you always just appreciate the good times and give grace whenever the bad times come, and not to get in your head. Sometimes it's very difficult when things go bad. You want to internalize things and like, what am I doing wrong, or is he upset with me? And just realizing in that moment that sometimes it's not all about you, and you just have to be there for someone.
Communicate, because I'm very introverted. I would rather sit at home on the couch and just like watch movies all day. And in turn, I don't always say what I'm feeling or say what I want to do or things like that. And I get really quiet, so it comes back to her being like, why is he not talking to me? What am I doing wrong? So, learn to just communicate better, express your feelings better, and well, at least a little bit more. Like, don't take everything so seriously.
I'm the exact opposite. Like, I grew up an extrovert with a very extroverted family that talk. I mean, when we're all together, no one can get a word in. And so that was a learning curve, I think, for me, just on the flip side of the coin. What I love about you make me feel safe. You love me when I am not lovable. Because there's a lot of bad times. Get a little moody sometimes, and you're always there for me. You're always consistent with me. I know that at the end of the day, if I need anything, you're going to be there for me, and you love me wholeheartedly. You're my rock. You're my calm in the storm, and I need that sometimes. I love you.
What I love about you is you push me to be better, to be better than I was yesterday, and try to always do different things and grow as a person. And even though I'm not always the best with words or have too many words, you always kind of put up with me and understand how I'm feeling.
Michael and Brianna's lifelong commitment and wedding vows to one another is still very fresh, but their history of respect and love for one another has been in place for years and is based on a true friendship and genuine concern for one another's well-being. It may have taken a while, but unbeknownst to both Michael and Brianna, they were laying the framework for a lifelong partnership as true soulmates. As it turns out, Brianna's experience from her previous relationship was a building block for making better decisions about who she allowed close to her heart. Lucky for her, Michael was already there, just waiting on her to recognize who he really was. I'm sure that must have been grueling at times for Michael, but, things ultimately worked out very well for both of them. Michael's commitment to Brianna clearly began many years before the same level of commitment would have been met, but he valued her enough to love her where she was, and I think that has only increased how much he values her commitment to him now. Being an extreme introvert can take a real toll on relationships and no doubt be very frustrating when someone has so much to say but cannot find the words or ability to speak them with the conviction in their heart. Michael said that one of the things he appreciates most about Brianna and how she loves him is how she understands what he needs when he doesn't always communicate it. That kind of partnership does not just happen overnight, and it really demonstrates the value of trust and patience. If you haven't seen my interview with Samantha, an introvert who was brave enough to open up about one of her life experiences, go ahead and click right up here for more insight on how it affected one of her most valued relationships, along with some insight into how to better recognize introverts in your life and love them better. Michael and Brianna, your story is literally storybook material, and I really enjoyed my time with you. Thank you for being so open and so genuine. I wish you many, many years of happiness together. And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Your viewership is important to the success of the channel, so if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And maybe leave some encouraging words for Michael and Brianna in the comments below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos where I approach people in public places and ask them intimate questions about their lives. Their answers are completely unscripted, and it's always exciting to see how they might respond. Consider supporting the channel by clicking the link in the description below where you can shop at my online apparel store, StyleyLifeDesigns.com. You'll find hats, t-shirts, hoodies with positive and uplifting themes to complement your lifestyle. When you shop, know that a portion of the proceeds from anything you buy will help contribute to the creation of more positive content just like this. Real people, real life, real love. Until next time, I've been Kevin with the Shared Heart Experiment. Be good to each other. Thanks for watching.